Hey guys, welcome back to Quad V. We bring you guys live coverage of the Qnatek Summer Battle. I'm Menace, alongside me I've got Pansy, and we're going to be doing the TCM Gaming versus Team eEriness match. eEriness being the ones that that tied versus Team ESPC this morning. So we're going to see if they can hold up the same strengths as they move up to play against TCM Gaming. Now it's going to be played on Crossfire, so it should be a pretty good match. Either way though, it is unfortunately already 5-0 as they started playing a little bit ahead of schedule and we joined up a little bit late. But it seems to be the strengths going for today. So we'll still roll with it and we'll still cast the game. Why not? Anyway, so let us see what's happening. At the moment it's currently a 5-man TCM, make that a 4-man TCM versus a 2-man eEriness team as they're sitting 5-0 down, which is by no means a good scoreline for them. They're going to have to try and bring that one back. To be fair, TCM Gaming are on the attacking side, and TCM are known to be very good on Crossfire, so this might maybe be one of their strength maps. And this is one of the unfortunate things for these guys here on the top. On the top of the, I want to say, the team ladder. You know, the top boys, is that they need to be good on every map. They can't just semi-perform on some of them. And I think that might be plaguing eEriness just that ever so slightly. Either way, though, 6-0, and Pansy, why don't you take it away?
Well, as you do, I'm going to follow one of the scopes, which will be Paradox, and I'm going to see how he's doing early on the attacking side. You know, most people expect the opening pick, or at least called to whichever side. You know, obviously the defensive side are really pushing towards quickly. George, with a fast, aggressive push towards B to just secure melons, really. But he's not happy with just securing. He seems to be going for the jump. He's feeling aggressive. And I can see why. eEriness is looking rather defensive, but Paradox with the wall bangs absolutely everywhere. But Dramp with the reply onto Hitch. And now we find it all even so far. If eEriness can just sit in and play careful and... I don't think he meant that one. Folks, I don't think that was meant, but if it was, fantastic. Bomb being probably faked out towards B, yeah, just to draw out any of those possible nades. In a 3v3, it's absolutely critical to try and stay alive as much as possible, and you can't waste any moment, you can't stupidly push. George now holding the push through B door from B alley. Here we go, Luboshmir taking down Esther, but there's the reply from Zero, so now it's all back and forth. Drampo with the frag that's going to make all the difference, and now it's all on King, and not for long, because Zero lands a shot, and maybe they just needed us here to pick up that first round. It seemed that as long as they didn't die, you know, too quickly, and they sat back and waited and worked for that bomb plant, they seem to do okay, eEriness, but it's obviously holding back TCM isn't exactly an easy feat now.
No, I guess we're giving the telepathic management team captaincy, and we do see eEriness starting off here with two very quick, sorry, wait, what was, I think it was a team kill actually, as one of the eEriness players has gone down. We do see Luboshmir taking out Este, and Niska also going down. So once again, TCM just looking strong. It seems that TCM's strengths lay in the fact that they can take A house pretty much uncontested at the moment, and that they're able to get their bomb down so quickly. You see King going for the bomb plant. There is no nade to stop it. Oh, I take that back. Wow, if I've ever had to eat my words before, that was definitely one of the bigger times. Now, once again, bomb going to try and go down here.
Explosives planted.
As of yet, coming out from Luboshmir, he doesn't want to try and use that SMG's short range and pitifully just poke at the enemy from a distance. So he has pulled out his deagle and tries to go for Sarah. Unfortunately, Hitch steals it away from him, and that'll push it to a 7-1 scoreline. Now, if eEriness wants any kind of hope in this one, what are you saying? They need to at least get 5 rounds? 4 rounds?
You need to get more than one, is what I'm
Good
saying.
Start.
Yeah, the attacking side is completely dependent on how you play. A lot of teams feel stronger on it because you obviously get to control the pace on the attacking side, which is quite rare. Usually, it's very much a defensive team, you know, and how aggressive they feel like being. But yeah, TCM very much controlling it so far. George, you know, for example, is being extremely aggressive towards B, but also, you know, defending very well. He's not overly extending himself, but let's see if he's going to do just that now. He's securing the B alley, which is what he's meant to do, allowing his teammate to have that plant and not worry about the B side. But Dramp now shutting down Paradox to scope for TCM, and Zimbo that finally takes down the man who's really holding back the defensive side of eEriness. Kim with a reply, Zero with the nade, and this is looking very much like an eEriness round. If they can just play cool, calm and collected, not drop down to the likes of Luboshmir, who's looking like he wants to go walkabouts towards back A, then it could be another round on the board, but let's see. It's just about, you know, staying as a collective and not dropping off one by one. The more you know, give them a chance to pull back these frags, the less likely are you to secure this round. It's now 40 seconds on the board. Bomb loose. but I think Hitch is pretty near. No, Hitch has actually got the bomb. So it's very possible for TCM, but it's going to slow down while literally TCM, obviously work out every spot that they could possibly be in. So Luboshmir does get tagged up, and he's given away his position quite badly. So now the bomb does try and go down to B, but Niska's there with the AK working out. It's all on Luboshmir getting tagged up. And there we go. There's the second round on the board for eEriness, and just replaying to the time limit and switching around the control pretty much. It's all about, I think they allowed TCM to run their strats too many times. They allowed them to get away with it too much, and now eEriness are really pulling back the pace and saying, okay, you play at our pace, you slow it down. We want to play like this, we play like this.
And they didn't let TCM get A. To me, that was like the most pivotal point in all of that round, is they didn't let TCM just run over and just grab A, and able to get the picks over towards the cafe area from there, because they need that AK suppressing fire on that bomb site. They need to be able to put pressure on whenever the bomb goes down. And, being able to hold that A site, massive vantage point for them. So we do see S-Stage holding back, not giving away anything just yet. We do see TCM spamming away into that lower A site. They're hoping to hit something, because at the moment they can't get into A. So, I mean, it pretty much, I want to say, inundates these two TCM players that are trying to get in towards that A site, because they can't go anywhere and they can't really peek out, because lower light is so far stretched out into the middle of the map as is, and those walls are so super thin. And there you go, Luboshmir peeks out just too much. Este takes him down. Another SMG lacking on that A side. They don't, on the A side, they don't even actually have someone defending that side anymore, because they've only got 3 players. So they're being forced to push the players over towards the B side. Zimbo just starts picking them off from top A, because they've got an SMG covering lower A, so it allows him to peek out a bit more. Of course, with Paradox being down, it does help quite a bit, because there's not a scope to just pick him off easily. So we do see George now moving towards back A. He's the last player left standing. Zimbo and Dramf, final 2 frags, and there you go. eEriness take another round, and with all players left standing.
Yeah, it seems like a completely different side. I don't know what was going on before, but they've really stepped up to the plate. So I'm going to pick up here with Zero, the scope for the eEriness side. On the defensive side, he's going for the wallbang through that light kind of building, hoping to land something, but Paradox is doing the complete thing he won't be doing. He's doing it very well, taking down Esther and Niska, giving TCM the early advantage into this round. Really making it easy work so far for them. This is exactly what eEriness were avoiding in the last couple of rounds. That's helped them really get to securing a few. But Zimbo takes a stand, takes down King. So they're clawing it back slowly but surely. But Luboshmir straight away with the revenge frag, and George on the push. Now it's all on Sierra, and he's stuck in spawn in a horrible position. Takes down George though, 3 to find. Can he do just that? Gets some fire towards that B-bomb, trying to stop that plant going down, but it does seem as though the bomb is definitely there. Paradox not allowing that little wallbang to happen in the slightest. Sierra now adjusting position, trying to get a hope in hell of getting out of CAF. But with 2 eyes trained on you from the A site as well as a scope in B, you're an uphill struggle at the very best of times. So now here we go, peeking out towards B alley. He does have some fire coming from his left. He makes his way out of CAF. He somehow managed it, but now looking towards A. Spots play towards already. Gets the tag onto him, but not the frag onto Luboshmir. As Paradox drops over the wall, takes him down, and takes another round. Paradox absolutely pivotal in that round there. Really, early on, just dropping those 2 shots really opened up the map for them.
And now my worry is that eEriness is, I want to say I don't want to say calmed the pace of playing, but slower pace of playing. And they're not playing as quickly as TCM. And when you go into the attacking side, that's going to be their biggest downfall, because they need to be able to be aggressive and quickly onto their bomb site. That's pretty much how everyone plays Crossfire. And I worry that TCM will be able to counter whatever they do. Either way, though, we're going to have to see how they play it out, though. We can only see that once they actually swap sides. Dramp with the nade there onto King. Esther trying to find the frag there onto Paradox. Does do so. There's a player pushing up behind him. He's not ready for it. Oh, and he runs right in front of Hitch's aim. Now Dramp, your lost man standing. And he's all the way over towards the B side. But unfortunately for him, there's no one there. Actually, very fortunately for him, he has the bomb. I just don't think he knows that, though. And the players are actually being forced to come back towards the B side. Peeking towards Cafe. Peeks right back, or falls right back, as he did come under some heavy fire. Spots play towards top A. Takes out Luboshmir, that was right in front of him. And this is looking really good for Dramf, actually. Hitch is now in the middle of the street, and he's got to move up. There's 35 seconds left on the clock, so there's still quite a bit of time left. And at the moment, it just seems like, well, who's going to wait the longest? Oh, and luckily for Dramf, he has spotted Hitch, so he knows where Hitch is. And even though he took some damage, he'll be able to brush the one off. He's got to be careful, though. Oh, really nice peeking there from Dramf. Takes out Hitch to push it to an 8-4 at the half. And you know what? I think they're going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I don't think you can be displeased with a half like that, especially against someone like TCM, who are renowned for the way they play Crossfire and how good they are. We do have someone connecting to the server, I think, by accident, so they've disconnected. But yeah, obviously eEriness were on the harder side, you know, apparently, you know, a lot of people do feel that, and I agree. But maybe they can really dominate the pace now and just play the way they want to play. So I'm going to take over the first round here as Zero does spot the last inches of Paradox darting through his screen, but he doesn't manage to land the shot. The tags flying out on both sides here. George was tagged up, as was King, but King does drop the nade onto Dramp. Now TCM in this round early on, but Esther with the reply. Tit for tat, back and forth, it's not going either way as yet, but what a nade! And Paradox absolutely slamming the shot straight into Esther and Zimbo. I think that was a +10, leaving it all on Niska now. Stuck in this light area, really under fire. There's 4 players now staring exactly where he is, and there we go, Luboshmi is the one to really mop up that round, but Paradox is really hitting some stunning stuff right now.
No, that really was quite something. And again, Paradox is just one of those players that instead of like sitting towards the lower of the street trying to find the other scope, he will go looking for the other AKs and SMGs because he can help out his own teammates rather than just going for the, okay, well, a scope has to go for the other scope kind of play. And definitely playing towards his strengths. Now we do see that eEriness once again not going so well. King, on the other hand, deciding that he dislikes George. I think we've seen a team kill pretty much every game we've watched so far. And it's starting to make me worry about these top guys. I thought they were good at the game. Sarah though takes out Luboshmi. So right back onto a 3-on-3. Estee just waiting for something to push up that B alley. Hitch laying down in the B alley though. And Paradox with an SMG shot there onto Sarah. Where is Paradox? What is he doing with an SMG? Looks like he just poked out a bit with an SMG. Pushes up towards the top of the street. He has actually spotted Zimbo. And it will be Hitch to close off that final frag. Paradox just being so aggressive, holy flip. And does actually finally get taken down for it as the Deagle from Estee comes out. And I'm just going to have to hope that King and Hitch can clear up the last. Hopefully King doesn't go for another team kill. He is aiming over Hitch's head though, to be fair. So Hitch might have to start worrying just that ever so slightly. Hitch though with the AK frag onto Estee will mean that TCM hold on to their 6-round lead that they currently hold.
Yeah, indeed, and let's see if eEriness can switch it up again. They, you know, under pressure, maybe they adapt, and let's find out if they can do just that. They're still dropping out some nades. Initial scope shots really ringing out across the map. You can hear it from both sides, echoing through the open street, which is Crossfire. Now Esther does make his way towards me, gets the tag on someone just in front of him, doesn't get the frag. Paradox does land the Deagle onto Niska. George with the frag onto Zimbo. As now it's looking very much like a TCM round, and Esther under a hell of a lot of pressure, but takes down George somehow with that SMG in B. Really surprised I actually saw him pull that off, but now the bomb is loose towards B, but at least Esther does know where it is, but the fire is happening towards A, and Dramp is under a lot of pressure, and a lot of nades landing exactly where he is. And that nade that King, I think, is dropping is absolutely so disgustingly keen, it's unreal. So now Dramp going for the wallbang towards that top A area to alleviate the pressure from B, but it's not really working as there's so many players in there. It's unreal, really. So now Hitch does try and watch the push across. So it's a perfect crossfire on this map. You know, as long as the A players can watch that B plant, and that CAF player on the defensive side can watch the A push, at least call to the guys watching, you know, obviously towards B, you get the perfect kind of setup, and that's exactly what you need. Now Paradox left to kind of roam and get these shots and get the picks that can just slowly whittle down the eEriness side, and let's see if he can do that. He's just scoping up towards the B site. Luboshmi holding the push, but here come the tags towards Paradox. Actually, Zero landing a shot, almost taking him down, but does have to readjust positioning as is. 23 seconds on the board. There's not a lot of time left to go, and Hitch takes a shot onto Zero, taking him down with that AK work from CAF, leaving it in 2v4, making it 2v1 as Dramp is now the last man standing, and not for long, as Hitch and Luboshmi just get out of the mops and absolutely mop up the eEriness side. But I'm curious as to where Hitch is throwing that nade from, because I think it's Hitch who's making it land into light every time.
Well, let's have a look here. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, he is an AK, right? So we'll flick right back there. Looks like he is moving forward with his AK. Let's see if he's maybe the one to get that nade in there now. He probably won't do it as it is because his teammate has run up to the light side and tried to push up that street quite heavily. Oh, sorry, yeah, it was him. And
there it is.
There we go. So it is Hitch throwing that nade out towards light. Will anything connected at this time? No. King and Luboshmi taking out Niska and also Dramp. And now Paradox's scope onto Zimbo. TCM are just really playing so well. And it's worrying for me because I can't really analyze how eEriness can come back from this because they just seem to be sitting in spots the whole time. They're playing, I mean, you know, Estee is with every reason watching this BLE, making sure that no one pushes up. He's got a teammate with him. Unfortunately, there's no one to plant the bomb now. And 2 versus 4 situation never really goes well anyway. Now, we do see Zero once again faking the bomb, trying to draw out any nades, playing it well. And again, just falling back to make sure that no one pushes up behind him. But TCM not actually pushing up this round. So, if they could, he really needs to try and get onto that bomber. But Labashmir, though, in lower line is going to cause a massive problem, as he'll be able to see whenever Este fakes it or actually goes to the real plant. Labashmir still just watching over to the bomb. I believe he's got a teammate with him, and I don't know why he hasn't swapped it out for a teammate that has got an AK, as they do have control over that side of the map. Labashmir still just peeking out every so often. He's still waiting for those guys to move in. There's only 14 seconds left, so these guys have to start moving into the bomb any second now. And there you go, Este getting heavily tagged up. Sherrick gets tagged up himself. Labashmir lands the shot there onto Este somehow. Sarah at the top of the bus. It's not going to go his way. Sarah gets a frag there onto... Oh, lands another one onto Labashmir. Holy flip. But Deagle from Hitch will finish him off. And that means that there's 8 rounds on the board for TCM to close this one off with.
Indeed, they've got a lot of, well, they've got a lot of slack to work with. They're not under too much pressure right now, so let's pick up with Paradox. So you've seen hit any of those opening shots that he's been landing so far. Niska doing the opposite, does take down the nade onto Lubashmir. King with a reply. Now all even so far, but let's see if eEriness can do anything different. They're doing something different right now because they're not falling and they're not dying straight away. Dramp and Esther picking up a frag each onto George and Hitch. So now eEriness with a massive advantage in the round that really does matter. Zimbo faking out that bomb plant, see if he can draw out any of the fire from the TCM side. They find out they're both towards A. King getting tagged up and Dramp drops him down through the wall at A. Now one man stands for TCM and it is all on Paradox. Oh, just missing the scope shot onto the player after the top of the street there. But Dramp, what a round. Really clawing this back from the absolute brink of destruction for eEriness and keeping them in the game.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. So now...
Too little, too late?
So now you've gotten on the bike, and now that you started pedaling, you realize, well, okay, I've got to try and cycle up the side of an ice-covered mountain. It's really difficult, and it's one of those things, they cannot make a mistake. As soon as they make a mistake and TCM exploded, they've lost the round, and that's the game over. So it's one of those things that have to be immaculate with their play now. They cannot make any mistakes. They cannot let TCM do any random or silly plays to try and steal away around. And, well, it should be interesting nevertheless to see if they can do it, though. So now with that, we will be seeing TCM stacking 3 players over towards the B side. Paradox coming towards the back of A, and he'll just be the one to stop any plants going down at the moment with that scope. And here we can really see how strong that A house is. King back A takes out Niska. 3 players for TCM on this A side. And a nade from Paradox is going to kill off Este. Sarah takes out Labashmir. Paradox with a peek takes out Sarah. Lovely shot to finish off to a 13-5 scoreline to close off the game. GG's being called. Of course, sportsmanship. These teams are both very sportsmanship-filled teams, if I can put it that way. But either way, guys, that was the eEriness versus TCM gaming map. Oh, sorry, group game, and of course we'll be bringing you guys more coverage from the Qnatek Summer Battle. Myself, Menace, and Pansy. Do check us out on Twitter. I'm at Menace, and she is at They Call Me Pansy. But other than that, we'll be right back with more matches after these ad breaks. See you soon.